Well, I'm not surprised about those figures. I think we've become a nation of couch potatoes in the UK for several reasons. One, the proliferation of cars as opposed to taking public transport or walking. And there just hasn't been enough investment in promoting walking as as both a sustainable green activity as well as being a healthy activity. And in people's leisure time, they're very kind of addicted to the screen, to the media, to television, to computers, to their mobile phones. And that's taken a kind of precedence over actually doing things with your whole body. It's good that you found the evidence though, and being able to use the evidence to make a case for people to do more activity is really, really important. I think making that link, because inactivity leads to poor health, and poor health means that we will lose more productive days within our workforce, but also our children are going to grow up and they're going to be a burden on society when they need to when they have certain conditions which are exacerbated by lack of activity. So I think all that's really significant. Before I became an MEP, I worked for an arts and culture organisation that provided intervention services for people with mental health problems, and actually encouraging people to do things with their bodies was an important part of that. And one of the activities that we promoted was walking, talking, photography. So the being together in a social situation helped people's mental health. Walking together connected them back to their environment and their community and the great outdoors, and then photographing that and helping to spread the message and seeing that reflected in visual images that they could share with their community was a really significant activity. Also dance, we were an arts organisation, so dance is part of that, and dance is an aerobic activity that releases lots of those feel-good elements around your body, so that you're feeling better physically, and that can help your mental health, and those things together just generally make you a healthier, more positive person who's able to deal with the stresses of life. Well, the CULT committee includes sport. Sport is part of culture, and that doesn't mean just being a member of a football fan club. That means thinking about how people themselves can be participating in sporting activities. Group activities and team sports really help people to work together, to problem solve, to find that kind of team spirit that you need in a society. So I think within the CULT brief, we can certainly push forward the wider positive aspects of sport. Citizenship is included within the CULT portfolio as well. So and I think that people just generally being more present, more aware of themselves in the world. Where do they fit spatially, and where do they fit within different institutions as well. So being an active citizen in terms of knowing about your rights and responsibilities is important, but being an active citizen as somebody who who feels very alive because they've been doing sport activities is important. And I think that we can make the case. When we're having debates, because we're talking about employability often. So people who are participating in sports activities, it looks good on your CV. So it's part of your employability is that you do things outside of work, that you have that you're bothered about your health, that you take care of that. And I think we need to keep making that case, and we need you, civil society and campaigning organisations, to be giving us the evidence as well. So we need that relationship between the work that we're doing within the committees and within the debating chamber and the work that you're all doing out there. Well, I swim, and the Parliament meets both in Brussels and in Strasbourg. And in Strasbourg, right opposite the Parliament building, there's a really fantastic swimming pool, which is an outdoor swimming pool, and it's heated all year round. So I try and find time every time I'm in Strasbourg to swim. And I'm a very strong swimmer. I've been swimming since I was a child, so I really enjoy that, and I can push myself when I'm swimming as well. Outside of that, I try and walk to work. So I don't live in the European Quarter here in Brussels. I live outside of that. So I can walk to work. It's about 25 minutes walk, and I'm trying to make an effort to do that when I can. Just walking in the building is, we are always walking in this building from meeting to meeting to meeting. I was actually doing a campaign for developing countries about water, access to water, and the fact that women in developing countries have to spend a lot of their time walking to fetch water. And I had a pedometer, and I was raising money by walking and counting my steps. We were doing like 10,000 steps a day, so we know that within this building, when we're very busy MEPs and we're engaged in lots of meetings with people, that we're actually still, we're still being involved in physical activity ourselves. I would like to do more, but the life is very full on. If you're an active MEP in the legislative work, in the job here, then it's difficult to find a lot of time. But if I go to, I was at a music festival a couple of weeks ago, and somebody had put on a Zumba class, and I really love dancing, so I went and joined in with that. So maybe regular, apart from swimming, it's a bit difficult to do anything on a regular basis, but I'm always seeking out those other opportunities.